Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Third Game Channel. I'm AJ Gels. Guys, I got something I gotta talk to you. I just came across this article by Eurogamer. Apparently Atlus isn't too terrible. It doesn't want a lot of people streaming Persona 5. Well, I already put up like about a 2-hour video about, like the first 2 hours of the game that I have since taken, I've pulled off the channel. And I will not be playing the game now. I'm gonna read the article. You'll see why at the bottom. Jeffrey Madalef. There'll be a link to this article in the description if you want to read it. Either way, let's see here. Persona 5 is out. Hurrah! Atlus's long-awaited and favorably reviewed RPG is finally in the hands of the masses. There's only one problem: the publisher is very wary of spoilers getting out. So wary, in fact, that it's threatening to remove any stream with anything even resembling a spoiler. In a note to fans, Atlus explained its rather strict media sharing guidelines. For one, it doesn't want players revealing videos of anything that happens after 7th July in-game. The game begins in April and lasts roughly a year, so basically this encompasses the later 3/4 of the game. I was trying to figure this out because I kept getting when my trophies ping. I was trying to figure out why it kept saying screenshot not recorded or whatever. It's because you can't use the PlayStation Share function with this game. Like this is how deep they're going with this. Let's see here. On top of that, Atlus offered the following restrictions. You can post however many additional videos you'd like, but please limit each to be at most 90 minutes long. No major story spoilers, and I'll leave that up to your judgment. If you need some guidelines, avoid spoiling the ending segments of the first 3 palaces, while you can show initial interactions with Yusuke. Avoid his awakening scene and that whole deal about the painting. Also, don't post anything about a certain student investigator. Alright, leave it up to my good judgment, and that's fairly specific, although I think that was just they're being nice and giving. Honestly, I don't even know what all got into the video that I showed. Like I said, it was about an hour and 58 minutes long that I just decided to pull. And again, I'll explain why in a minute. Let's see here. Some of what... wait, I didn't read the rest of these. I know I mentioned not showing the end of each palace, but you can grab footage from the Kamoshida boss fight. However, don't capture video from the other major boss fights. Must not focus solely on cutscenes / animated scenes. Should prominently feature dungeon crawling / spending time in Tokyo. You can post straight gameplay or have commentary. So basically what I'm seeing here is you can do a Let's Play as long as you're just showing the and I don't want to say the boring parts, because the game is very fun. I enjoy the dungeon crawling because it's a little different from how it has been in the previous games. It's more stealth-based, with this whole thief kind of motif that they're going with for this game. It's really cool, really fun. I'm serious. If you have a PlayStation 4, get this game. It is damn good. Fantastic RPG, and if you're a fan of the Persona series and don't have this game, kick yourself in the ass. Get this game; it's amazing. But yeah, so I mean, they're tying your hands on what you can show. I mean, because I think this one says it pretty much. It's just showing dungeon crawling and running around the city. So I don't know. So for me, who likes to give an in-depth and do story and all this. Another reason why I'm not doing this. I mean, I even if the company wouldn't say what it's going to say, again, I keep talking about what it says later on, I'd still probably pull the video that I put up and wouldn't do any more videos just because, I want to respect the studio's wishes. And whatnot. Let's hear. The article continues. Some of what Atlus considers story spoilers are vague. To wit, this is what it considers an acceptable story discussion. The game deals with dark themes right off the bat, with a lecherous teacher and other corrupted individuals. And this is what it considers a violation. Players immediately run into trouble with the pervy teacher, spoiler, whose actions go as far as to cause, spoiler. To clarify things a little, the game itself blocks media sharing through the native PS4 UI once you hit a story-heavy sequence or get too far into the game, though there are third-party workarounds. Amusingly, Atlus makes it clear that this isn't the Western distributor's decision, but an ordain that came in from on high in Japan, and I quote, "This being a Japanese title with a single playthrough story means our masters in Japan are very wary about it," end quote, Atlus said. Failure to comply with the rules above mean, and I quote, "You do so at the risk of being issued a content ID claim or worse, a channel strike / account suspension," end quote. Naturally, Persona fans aren't happy about this. Redditor, I can't pronounce that, suggested the publisher was shooting itself in the foot with this line of reasoning, and I quote, "Giving that a good chunk of the fan base, myself among them, got into this franchise watching the P4 Endurance run where Giant Bomb played the entire game. This is an absurd line of thinking on the part of Atlus," end quote, they said. Reddit user Parker Dude added that these draconian restrictions were more outlandish than Nintendo's seemingly stingy streaming rules, and I quote, "This is far worse than Nintendo. Nintendo allows their games to be streamed. They even allow you to post any of it on YouTube. They just try to make money off of it on YouTube," end quote, the angry fan explained, and I quote, "Atlus won't let you stream past 7.7 or even post certain parts of the game on YouTube. This makes Nintendo look like a saint," end quote. Some think this is an empty threat. However, Redditor Crazy Lizardman said, and I quote, "I don't even think that they can follow through with these threats since the whole playthrough is already on YouTube in Japanese for like half a year and the English one was added recently. The ship Atlus is trying to sink has already set sail and is beyond the horizon," end quote. Some of these statements have been taken down, though it's unclear whether it involved a DMCA takedown, notice, or merely the threat of one. Either way, Atlus is really trying to clamp down on story spoilers, much to fans' chagrin. So right there, I'm not gonna risk a content. I mean, I can take a content ID claim, fine. I can still share a game with you guys and talk about it. I'm just not making any money off of it, or off ad rev. That's fine with me. But I'm not gonna risk I can never remember what it's called, a community channel strike or an account suspension. I'm not gonna risk that. Just to play this game with you guys. I'd love to play it with you guys because, again, if you listen to me, I've been waiting for this game, I think, for 5 years now, because I think that's when it came out. Either way, or when I first heard about it, I think it was back in like 2012. But I love this franchise. I would really like to share it with you guys, but I am not going to risk hurting my channel like that. And yes, I'm a small channel. It'd probably slip through the cracks, but again, it's not something I'm willing to risk. So if you're here on the channel looking for this footage, I apologize. If you somehow already saw it and whatnot, I want it stated. I uploaded it before I even saw this stuff. I did not upload it, but at time of recording, it has been pulled off off Twitter, Facebook, my YouTube account. All the Twitter and Facebook, they just link to the YouTube. So either way, that was all, guys. I just wanted to cover this real quick, tell you guys why you will not see any Persona 5 footage on the channel. Once more, I'm really sorry about it. I would have loved to do it because the game is awesome. All I can say is if you want to see it, definitely invest. Great game. Really fun. Thanks for watching, everybody. Facebook, Twitter, the website's in the description. Like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel, all that usual stuff. Thanks for watching. One more time, I'm sorry that I can't do this. It's just I don't want to take the risk. I'm being overly cautious or whatever, but I don't want to take that risk. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will talk to you guys next time in whatever you see me or whatever video you watch. Thank you, and until then, guys, I'm AJ Gels. This is the Third Gaming Channel. I'm out.